That is more important to you than whether it's going to warm incrementally over the course of the next 100 years. What human beings are good at and what human beings are bad at are two separate categories. Human beings are very, very bad at mitigation, and we are very, very good at adaptation. So we stink when it comes to, if we save a penny today, we'll save a pound tomorrow. Human beings suck at this. We're really bad at it, which is why everybody in Europe, everybody in America, 10 years from now, we're all going to be doing austerity because we're going to be forced into it because everybody's bad at this logic. But what human beings are very good at is adaptation, which is why human beings migrate, which is why human beings build new inventions and innovate. So if I'm going to invest resources, the things that I'm going to invest resources in are going to be not telling everybody they have to drive their car less, which is likely to be wildly unsuccessful. What I'm going to instead invest my money in building better levees in New Orleans. So when the hurricane does hit, the entire town doesn't get flooded. Right? Building better infrastructure, mitigating the damage is where the money actually should be going, and is going to be a lot more practical in both the near and the long term than attempting to tell everybody that to turn their air conditioner to 75, or tell everybody that they can't drive their car as much. Meanwhile, half the globe is not on board with any of that, right? Half the globe doesn't care about that, and they're not going to care about that until, ironically, they reach first world standards via the power of capitalism. So my big problem with the climate change argument is not whether it's happening. I'm fully willing to accept anthropogenic climate change as a reality. My big problem is that the solutions that are being proposed for that are not in any way serious or practical. The only way that human beings have ever gotten out of problems of this sort is through innovation. And the real litmus test is who is willing to humor nuclear power. Right? That's the real litmus test. Many of the same people who are trying to push against mitigating factors on climate change are also pushing against nuclear power, which seems to me totally crazy.
Thanks. A couple of fact-checking things. I actually graduated this year and now work as a climate economist. I did my dissertation on climate disasters, so actually there are multiple studies saying that wildfires and other climate disasters are caused by climate change, and their increase are definitely caused by climate change. Also, China emits much less CO2 per capita than US or Germany.
Per capita.
Oh yeah, but that still kind of matters.
Well, no, what actually matters is the amount of carbon that's going in the air. That's what actually matters.
Yeah, but then, who to blame when we are answering the question who to blame for CO2 emissions?
America's carbon emissions have been going like this, and China's carbon emissions are going like this. So if I'm focusing on who is to blame, I'm probably going to try to focus on the people who are going like this, not the people who are going like this.
Sure, go ahead. Just the last question, and if I'm fine to answer.